Hey yo, hello everybody, it's me Nick the Brick, and today I'll be reviewing set 71739, the Ultrasonic Raider, which actually is branded under the Ninjago Legacy line and it is part of the Ninjago Summer Set Wave. This set includes 725 pieces, 7 minifigures, and retails for €85 in Europe and $90 in the US. Also, the release date for this set is June for Europe and August for US and Canada. So now let's start with taking a look at more details. Here's the box with the Legacy branding, and I also really love the golden chain at the side, and at the back here are some of the features of the set. So the first minifigure is Legacy Kai, which obviously is definitely not the most lovable minifigure out there because it's just very common. It actually appeared in nearly 20 sets at this point, which is kinda crazy, but at least this time he has the season 11 shoulder pad in gold, which I actually really love. I'm a big fan that this piece is actually becoming way more common than it actually used to be. So here's the Legacy J. He's obviously rocking that outfit for the millionth time, but again, I appreciate that season 11 armor in gold. I think both torso and leg printing are very nice, and obviously Legacy masks look very cool as well. I mean, personally, I'm just a big fan of Legacy 1 suits, but they kinda became a bit too common in my opinion. But yeah, overall it's still a pretty good figure for sure. Next up, we have the Legacy Zane, and this version actually has golden season 11 armor as well as the titanium Zane face, and that's actually very interesting because Zane actually wasn't an android back in the day. I mean, he was an android, but nobody knew that, and also he got his titanium body in season 4, but it's obviously not big of a deal, but it's definitely something that I noticed straight away. I'm pretty sure a lot of other Ninjago fans did as well. So here's Cole, and his Legacy outfit has definitely always been my favorite, and of course this suit appears in many other sets, but at least it's probably one of the least common Legacy suits, which is pretty cool I guess, and also really can't get enough of that armor piece in gold. It's probably the best Ninjago armor we've seen so far. And Cole is actually holding the Legacy Sight of Quakes, which personally I'm not like the biggest fan of. Definitely feel like it could have been done a bit better, but obviously it's not big of a deal. And so here is the Legacy Rattler, and it just looks very awesome with that really cool shade of blue. It definitely adds a lot to the figure with that really beautiful color scheme. Also, this minifigure appeared in 3 different sets, with the other 2 being Kai's Blade Cycle and the Epic Battle J set. Actually, speaking of that set where the figure was first introduced, I actually predicted that it's obviously gonna appear in more sets, so I was actually right about that. Yeah, I just think they really did a very good job on this figure, definitely better than what they did to Legacy Sasha, which probably doesn't really look that good. This set also includes Legacy Mismo. So far this minifigure is exclusive, but I'm also pretty sure it's gonna appear in more sets when we get more Legacy stuff for season 1. So actually, we might probably see it in the Legacy Thread Assault remake if we were ever get that, fingers crossed. But yeah, Mismo is such a random character, and it's just really fun to see him back with the Legacy line. I really love the torso and leg printing, and also the printing on the head is very sharp as well, so it's actually a very awesome minifigure. As I said, it might not be the most exciting character, but it's definitely a very well done minifigure. So here's obviously the fan favorite minifigure of this set, and that obviously is the Golden Zane, which is actually one of the 7 special golden figures we are getting with Ninjago sets this year. And they chose his Forbidden Spinjitzu form from season 11. I think it actually looks absolutely stunning. I love the color scheme with white and gold. Obviously that works very nicely. Then there is actually also the Forbidden Spinjitzu mask in a new color scheme, which has gold as a base and light blue at the top, but because it is molded on the gold mask, it actually looks a bit greenish, which isn't really the best thing, but it definitely does look a bit better in person. And as you probably know, all of these special 10th anniversary minifigures come on these really special stand, which looks very fancy obviously, and it also includes a special 2x2 rounded tile. So here is the ultrasonic radar, and actually there's an absolutely awesome feature that you can separate it to 4 different vehicles, which obviously the original version had, as well as the ultra stealth radar from 2016. So I guess you could say this feature does never get old. So here is what I think the best build of this set, which is this pretty cool looking bike. I mean, it's just very interesting, especially with that tire, which is relatively new for the Lego sets. I think it was introduced like last year. I also really love the big tire at the back, which isn't really new. But yeah, as you can see, the model is also very swooshable, and it also isn't the most stable build on its own, but it's still not that big of a deal. Have those bike thingies, as you could call them, and there's 2 of them, so they're just mirrors, so we're just gonna take a look at one. As you can see, this little tire might be a bit awkward, and yeah, it just has a pretty weird design to it. I don't know, it can also shoot the spring-loaded missile, and yeah, it just has a pretty unique design to it, though I just wish it looked a bit nicer, because it does look pretty awkward, to be fair, which isn't really the best, but hey, I guess they just went with something new and unique. But still, as I said, I just wish those bike attachments would actually look way more nicer than they do. I think those are actually the weakest part of this set. So this is the last out of the 4 vehicles that this set includes, which is the jet, and actually it has a pretty cool feature where you can change the position of the wings, which I really do appreciate. In the cockpit, there's not really much going on, to be fair, and yeah, it just has a pretty unique design to it. And here we have the ultrasonic radar all together again, and this is actually how the underbelly of it looks like. Nothing too special, to be fair. And yeah, it just has a very cool design to it. Together, those vehicles look just so amazing. Maybe that big tire stands out a bit too much at the back era, but I don't think it really matters. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the design. Those are all of the extra pieces you receive in this set, and there's actually quite a lot of them, I must say, but probably the standout is the tail brick separator, which I always find oddly satisfying to look at. At the back of the instruction manual, you will actually find those vehicles being separated from the ultrasonic radar, and there's also an advertisement for the other legacy sets with the special golden figures. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Well, I think this is actually a very good set. Personally, I think the box art doesn't really do justice to this set. At least in my opinion, the actual model does look miles better in the person compared to what is actually being advertised on. I mean, I'm not really the biggest fan that those 2 bike thingies just pop off in a pretty awkward way, to be fair. So that's the little bummer that I have with the looks of this set. Then for the minifigures, I mean, 7 minifigures for the price, I guess it's worth it, but the thing is that the 4 Legacy Ninja are so common. I just wish there was just some slight variety to it. I don't know, maybe like make the secondary colors on the masks gold and silver to actually make them a bit more similar to the ZX suits, and maybe make the season 11 armor in silver to actually put on Jay and Cole. I don't know, there's just something missing with the minifigure selection, I would say, though. Golden Zane minifigure is absolutely stunning. And also you're probably wondering, is this set worth $90? I mean, the price for piece ratio isn't really the strongest with this one, but you're getting just tons of big pieces, and there's also quite a few parts that actually cost quite a lot to produce. So I guess where this price point is kinda coming from, but with the volume of stuff you're getting, I wish it was like $10 cheaper. I think that would be way more reasonable price for sure. So this is gonna be it for this video. I really hope this review was helpful and enjoyable. If you had fun watching the video, be sure to click that like and subscribe button you hand ready. Have a great day. Bye.